for a big red Cadillac and a beautiful girl or two. Sitting right next to you. Now tell me why we love you like we do. You're short on smart and long on cute, and honesty was never your strongest suit. But me, oh my, when you do the things you do, there ought to be a law protecting girls from boys like you. There ought to be a law protecting girls from boys like you. Hi. Maybe these would help keep you cool till the air conditioning's fixed.
Oh, great. I'll just stick an ice cube under each arm. It may be difficult to type, though.
Oh, where did all these customers come from?
Oh, Bud's running a special on amnesties. You get deported, you don't pay.
Geez, Louise, must be lunch hour at the car wash.
You know, in this day when racism has become more subtle and insidious, you are almost refreshing.
Well, gracias, senorita. Unless that's a crack.
Pop, if that's your breakfast, don't plan on drinking it here.
I was looking for a sock this morning to come upon this box of your high school crap.
You kept that stuff all this time?
You know me, sentimental fool.
Eisenhower and Lutz. I'm Mr. Kemmelman.
Hello. Yes, I did. Yes, it is. Howie Camelman, huh? Palm Springs High. That's just great. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, listen, Hal. Some jerk from high school. If he calls back, I'm in a meeting. Who's next?
Howard Camelman, I know him. He got me to paint a bunch of everything must go signs for his hardware store just before he went out of business.
That figures.
Yeah, but then he started that big chain.
Shane?
Hey, you know, Howard's Tool-A-Rama. There must be half a dozen of them around here.
Eisenhower and Lutz. I am so sorry. I must have cut you off, Mr. Kemmelman. Hold on for Mr. Lutz.
Hey, Hal, old buddy, I've been going crazy trying to get you back. Lunch? El Mirador Country Club. Remember you? Well, yeah, well, maybe a little bit older, but I guess, bet you haven't changed. So you still into stamps and insects?
Bud Lutz.
Howie, you old tomcat. Boy, it's good to see you.
Excuse me, I'm Bjorn, the maitre d'.
Isn't that what I said? Bjorn, right? I used to come here with President Ford when I was on his staff.
President Ford? Of course. Mr. Camelman wanted me to tell you he was calling from his car.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a few minutes late.
Senor Lutz, what are you doing here? Raul Castillo. I don't know you remember here.
Yeah, well,
This is my lawyer. He's the best.
Yeah, sure. If you say so, Raul.
It's good to see you, Ralph.
Enjoy your lunch, senor.
Okay.
Mira la vuelta, señor Lutz.
What are you doing here?
Kay, I'm here to have lunch with Howie Camelman.
You and Howie?
Well, this legal thing came up, and, well, you see, He owns this chain of stores now.
No, Howard Sr. owns the chain of stores. Howie just likes to take unsuspecting people out to lunch. Oh, my tennis bro just got here. And so did Howie. Hey, I know what you can talk about. You can ask him how a guy with all his money couldn't afford a better-looking hairpiece. Have fun.
Hey! Oh. Buddy Lutz, you old son of a gun.
Howie Camelman. Well, well, well.
How about that Kay, huh? Is she still something or what?
She sure is.
Yeah, we used to date a little, her and me, but I wasn't interested in getting serious, you know? You take her out in high school a little bit?
Once or twice.
Well, I don't need to tell you. She's a warm little number. Uh-oh. Do I see some telltale silver in there?
A little.
Well, I think my lucky stars, mine hasn't started to go gray yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if it never does.
Oh, look at these inscriptions. It's like the only people he knew were girls.
I tell you, some of them make better bedtime reading than your penthouse forum. Looky here.
His diploma, Barnett Monty Lutz, Jr.
Yeah, one of my great regrets is I wasn't there to see him get that.
Why weren't you?
I got hung up down in Indio that morning. I called Buddy and told him my dilemma, and he says, oh, hell, Pop, go for it. It's just a high school graduation, and who knows when you're going to get lucky again. Rare kid, that Buddy.
So, you don't make any of the business decisions?
No, Dad likes to do that stuff.
Oh, golly, look, I gotta be getting back. I usually don't take this long for lunch. The time just flew by.
It's only been 52 minutes.
No, seems like hours.
We gotta do this again soon.
You bet.
Bill! Hey, Bill! Come here. I want you to meet an old buddy of mine, Bud Lutz, Wild Bill Warner.
It's a real pleasure, Mr. Warner. I'm a big fan of your TV series.
Well, you got a good memory and questionable taste. Look, I just heard some wonderful things about you.
You did?
Some of these bus boys have been saying how you've been helping them with this amnesty business.
Yeah, well, you know, you just can't take the big money cases.
Don't be modest. I tell you, these fancy Beverly Hills fellas that got handling my affairs, they wouldn't do that. You're my kind of guy.
What? Bill married an old classmate of ours. Patsy!
No,
Patsy?
Lie to my lie. Hey, she'd love to see you. Now, why don't we get together sometime, play a little golf? Then who knows?
Sure. Let me give you my card then.
We ever met before? Something about you is kind of familiar.
No, sir. I would remember a thrill like that.
You know, it's a real pleasure, Mr. Lutz.
Oh, Bud, please. Patsy, huh? I'll be damned.
Isn't that something?
Who the hell is Patsy? Lutz has got about a 30-foot putt for a birdie, which would put him and his partner, Wild Bill Warner, into the lead of the celebrity pro-am. Oh, geez, you made me miss my putt, huh?
Well, excuse me.
I stole some balls from my uncle's driving range. What do you want it for? I need to sharpen up my game. A lot of rich steals get struck at the old country club.
That reminds me, how'd your lunch with that Camelon fella go?
Longest hour of my life. Little nerd wears a wig, looks like a hair hat. But guess who I met there? Wild Bill Warner.
Old wild man?
Yep, we really hit it off. He wants to go out to dinner, play a little golf, and to quote him, who knows?
Who knows? Wow.
Did we all break our arms?
Hey, I can't answer it. It could be somebody I owe money to.
Eisenhower Lutz. Oh, hello, Mr. Camelman. Just a moment, I'll see.
I got called out of town. I died. Your choice.
Mr. Camelman, I'm sorry. He's in conference right now. Can I take a message? All right. Dinner tomorrow night at the club. With Mr. and Mrs. Warner.
Well, I think that'll just about wrap things up, guys. We'll see you in court.
Mr. Camelman, just a moment. I think that meeting's about to break up. Here's Mr. Lutz.
Hey, Hal! Boy, it's great to see you today, buddy, at lunch. The Warners tomorrow night? Dinner, huh? A little mini reunion. Sure, let me see if I can scare up a date. Yeah, I really look forward to it, pal. Okay. Geez, what a turkey. Get Kay done for me.
You're going to take her? What about Megan?
She'll be bored to tears, Millie. A high school reunion? Please. Talk about your slow train to Snoozeville.
Hello, Bud.
Hi, Kay. Great seeing you at the club today.
How was your lunch with Howie? Was it magic?
Come on, he's not such a bad guy. You give him half a chance.
Bud, once my car broke down on the desert between here and 29 Palms at 2 in the morning, and Howie came along in his shiny new Corvette right after this bunch of drunken, scroungy oil field workers pulled up in an old pickup truck. I went with them.
Seriously now. Howard's getting together some people from our class for a little reunion tomorrow night, and I was wondering if you'd like to come.
Are we talking date here?
Aren't we a little old to be using the word date? I mean, I want you to come with me. Isn't that enough?
I've got a pile of depositions to read here. Thanks anyway.
Now, Howard's not the only guy who's going to be there. Patsy Demeter's coming, too, with that cowboy actor guy she married, the one with the hotels.
Wild Bill Warner?
That's it.
No, I really do have too much work to do. Maybe some other time.
Yeah. Megan. Listen, Megan. Take off work tomorrow night. We're going to a party with a bunch of my old high school friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That sounds like a slow train to Snoozeville.
Wild Bill Warner is going to be there.
Wild Bill Warner?
He likes me. This could be the chance of a lifetime.
Oh, I gotta look perfect. What am I gonna wear? Well, I gotta buy a new dress, shoes, get my hair done, maybe cut. What do you think? Now, do you like it this color? My nails look awful. All of them. I'll never be ready in time. Jeez, I hate this pressure. Thank you for asking me. This dress is all wrong. I knew it.
Are you kidding? You see the looks you're getting? Bjorn! Good to see you again, buddy. The Camelman party.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you have to wear a necktie.
Wait a minute. What, are you putting me on? Yesterday...
That was for luncheon. Our dress code requires gentlemen to wear neckties for dinner. However, we can loan you one for the occasion.
Are you familiar with Williams versus the Pump Room, Bjorn?
No.
Famous baseball player was denied admission to a fancy restaurant because he wasn't wearing a tie. Filed a class action suit under the 9th Amendment. Freedom of dress, Bjorn. Or don't they have that in Finland?
Sweet.
Let me just tell you what happened. They settled out of court for it was $250,000, wasn't it, Megan?
More, I thought.
What was your, last name, Bjorn?
That will not be necessary. I will make an exception in this case. All righty?
All right.
Here's my good buddy, Bud. How'd you get by old Bjorn here without a tie?
Just a little knowledge of the Constitution, Bill.
I knew you were my kind of guy. Bill Warner.
Megan O'Malley.
And this is my wife, Patsy.
Hi. Hello.
Megan, you remember Kay, of course.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Lovely. It seemed like this might be more fun than reading depositions. Until Howard shows up anyway.
Patsy, who does this guy look like?
That face is so familiar.
I don't know. Hello, Bud.
Patsy, Demeter, would you look at you? Mwah. You haven't changed a bit since the last time I saw you.
Well, I don't know whether to be jealous or not, considering what I've heard.
What have you heard?
Well, Howard told me that Patsy and Bud went out together in high school.
They did?
No. We never... Well, maybe we did. Come to think of it, once or twice.
Just once.
Hey! Look who I found!
Do you believe what this nut did? He drove all the way to Barstow to bring me 100 miles.
Oh, I told you I had to drive up there anyway for that shoe sale.
KK, hi. Patsy. It's Sherry.
Sherry?
Sherry, I never would have recognized you.
Well, let's hope not. It's all been lifted, bobbed, implanted, and liposucked. I'm not planning to quit until I look like Michael Jackson. Hi, Bud. It's Sherry Blankenship, you nut. Don't try and pretend you don't remember me.
Well, now this gets better and better.
Who'd ever have believed that quiet little Patsy Demeter would end up marrying $50 million bucks? Talk about your cups running over. Hers always did.
50 million?
So, Bud, how come you never got married?
Well, you know how it is.
I came close once.
Really? What happened?
Oh, she married my dad. It's all right. I get to see a lot of her that way.
Yeah, I drove by your office this morning to look it over.
You did?
You kind of modest little operation.
Yeah, well...
No, I like modest. Trouble with the lawyers I got now is they've gotten too damn big, and they forgot who made them big. They got half a mind to dump them.
Bill, did you know that I have a little practice here in town, too?
Little, come on, Kay. You've got the best and biggest practice in the spring.
That's certainly not the way I see it.
Well, when I think of Griffin, McKendrick, and Dunn, I think big. I think even legal giant.
That's not true.
Hey, let's not argue about who's smaller. I mean, I'm familiar with your firm, and I've seen his. He wins, hands down.
We tried to stay small, but word got out that we were good. Excuse me. No, don't get out.
Hey, that band is just too toe-tappy not to be dancing to it. How about it, Pat?
Oh, I'm a little tired. Why don't you ask Megan?
What about it? You up for it?
Oh, sure. I'd love to dance, but I can never get Buddy to dance with me, so sure, I'd love to. Howard, do you think that could be your car alarm going off?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe you should check.
No, mine has a real distinct...
Howard, I'm trying to get rid of you.
Say, you know, that does sound a little bit... Excuse me.
So, what you been up to since the last time I saw you?
Well, let's see. I've got a 17-year-old son.
No kidding. That's great. Now, that's what I call a good-looking kid.
Yeah. That's not surprising. He's yours.
What?
Look at the eyes, the mouth, that smile in case you have any doubts. You left town. I heard you joined the army. I figured I'd never see you again.
And you've been hating me all these years.
No, I wanted a baby. You gave me one.
You want it?
I was a pretty screwed up kid. Problems at home. My dad left. Mom wanted me to be a nun. Well, I took care of that. Anyway, I finally got my act together and I met Bill. He's been a wonderful father to Jay.
Jay. Does, Bill know?
Who the father is? No. But if you keep seeing him like this, sooner or later he's gonna find out why your face looks so familiar. I don't think I'd want to be there if he does. They don't call him Wild Bill for nothing.
Glare off your date's dress.
Patsy, showing you our son, huh? I don't blame her. Some kid, that, Jay. Look at that smile, will you?
Oh, golly.
Something wrong with your eyes?
Yeah, well, it's a sty. It's a damn smoke in here.
I was talking with Megan while we were dancing, and we both agreed it would be a good idea if I was to throw a little business your way. Huh? Beg your pardon?
I can't do it.
Do what?
Accept your offer.
You can.
Are you insane?
I just don't have the time for all my amnesty cases and you. So, if I have to choose between a bunch of poor, wretched aliens and you, it's them.
You know, you're the first man to turn me down in 20 years. I hate that. I kind of like it. Yeah, I respect that. Supposing I was to ask you one more time. You know, that drunk by car lot after all. Great party, huh? Wait.
Brothers at 8.